Have you ever wondered, what if the problem isn't that your hormones are broken? What if your body has been trying to compensate for something much deeper? Maybe you've been praying for a baby. Maybe intimacy isn't what it used to be. Maybe your doctor said your testosterone is low. Maybe you've even been diagnosed with PCOS, or better yet, many experts now are calling it PMOS, polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, to better reflect its strong connection to insulin resistance and metabolic health. Maybe you've accepted it as aging. Maybe you've accepted it as stress. Maybe you've accepted it as this is just how life is going to be now. But what if the hidden connection no one is talking about is insulin resistance? Today we're going to talk about hormones, fertility, libido, energy, blood sugar, and natural ways to support your body from the inside out. Stay tuned. If you're tired of sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, and all the conflicting health and diet advice, and you just want to know what's happening inside of your body, you're in the right place. I'm TaShawn Davis, holistic health coach, registered nurse, and metabolic health educator. I help you break sugar cravings through balanced blood sugar so you can take your health back naturally. So grab your favorite sugar-free drink, pop in those earbuds, and let's learn how to work with our body and not against it. Before we jump in, I want to remind you that my Summer Energy and Cravings Reset Workshop is happening June 22nd from 7 to 9:30 p.m. on Zoom. We'll talk about cravings, hormones, blood sugar, energy, and you will leave with practical strategies and a plan to help you feel better this summer and get yourself ready for the holidays that are coming up, from the summer to the fall to the winter, because we want to be prepared. We don't want to step out and not have this information. We need to start now. Anything that you want to do later, we need to start it now. It's only $17. I want serious people coming, so that's why I choose to charge for this program, because the information that you're going to get is going to be powerful. The link will be in the show note. All right? So I'm excited to see you there. Smiling faces ready to join in. All right. So I think one of the saddest things that I hear is when people quietly assume my body just doesn't work anymore. Women tell me my periods have never been normal. I've always struggled with infertility. I have PCOS. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like myself. Men tell me I've lost my drive. I don't have energy that I used to. My testosterone is low and I've gained weight around my midsection. And often they're sitting in the same living room experiencing different symptoms, potentially sharing the same root issue: insulin resistance and their hormone. Insulin isn't just about a blood sugar hormone, it affects nearly every system in the body. When insulin remains elevated over time, it can influence your ovarian function, your testosterone production, ovulation, your sperm quality, libido, fat storage, inflammation, energy production, and your brain function. Remember, y'all, the reason why I do this is because I was losing my memory in my 30s. And I'll tell you what, as far as like premenstrual syndromes, cutting sugar and carbohydrates, it will be like a miracle cure. So just keep that in mind. We're not in that episode right now, but it will be coming. Why uh, perimenopause and premenstrual syndromes and everything gets better when you do cut the sugar and carbs. So the reason why insulin resistance isn't just a part of about diabetes, it's metabolic health. And metabolic health affects hormones. PMOS, for years we've called it polycystic ovarian syndrome. But researchers and clinicians have advocated for a name that better reflects what's actually happening, because it's not just cyst on the ovary. Many women experience it with insulin resistance, and it's one of the driving forces behind the irregular periods, weight gain, cravings, difficulty conceiving, elevated androgens, acne, hair changes. You have the hair on your chin, fatigue. Now, not every woman with PMOS has insulin resistance, but many do. It's highly linked. And addressing metabolic health often becomes part of the solution. Now let's talk about the low testosterone in men. Men aren't exempt. Many men notice loss of muscle, increased belly fat, low energy, brain fog, mood changes, reduced libido, difficulty recovering, and lower motivation. And while testosterone naturally changes with age, blood sugar regulation and insulin sensitivity also matter. Men need quality nutrition, resistance training, good sleep, stress management, and consistency. Now, the thing is, it takes two, okay? I think it's important. It takes two people to make a baby and to tango, right? So often, the burden of fertility conversations fall almost on every woman entirely. So, metabolic health matters for both parents, though. The good news is couples can work on this together. So maybe this summer you think about, let's go on to a better diet together. We're trying to get pregnant, or you're in your golden years and you're like, I want to, have relations wherever we go. If we're RVing or in a hotel or whatever, I don't want to have to take this little blue pill that's, you know, causing other symptoms. So maybe you'll do it together. Maybe you'll be rebuilding together. Maybe it's about preparing for pregnancy or strengthening the intimacy or getting your energy back. Show up fully together for one another. Or if you're preparing for your mate, get your body ready so that you can show up in good health and live long for that mate. So let's talk about how ketones affect the hormones. People hear the word keto and immediately have opinions, but let's strip away that noise. Ketones are simply an alternative fuel source your body can make when the carbohydrates are reduced. Researchers continue studying ketones for their role in brain energy, appetite regulation, blood sugar stability, inflammation, metabolic flexibility, insulin, and insulin sensitivity. These will all help in the area of sexual hormones, okay? So let's not throw this off as an option. Reduce your carbohydrates and sugar, but I believe reducing it down to a level where you can produce ketones is magical. It could be very, very helpful in this area. It's not about perfection though. It isn't about everyone eating exactly the same. It's about understanding why lowering blood sugar and reducing excess carbohydrates intake can help many people improve your metabolic health. So, what can you do? Let's start with the basics. Make sure that you're getting enough good animal protein and healthy fats, especially for the woman. You need to have healthy fats to support your hormones. Reduce added sugars and reduce processed, ultra processed foods. For men, you should be lifting heavy things. Walk consistently. Try walking after meals. Get enough sleep. You could be doing all the right things, but if you're not sleeping well, you may still see your blood sugars out of control. Manage your stress. Same thing. Spend time with God. Pray and give your concerns to Him. Bring Him along on this journey. Don't try to do it yourself. Connect with people you love and give yourself time. Okay? Eventually, get yourself down to where you're eating low carb, low sugar, below 50 grams per day. And then slowly decreasing your meals. Do some intermittent fasting um, in rounds. Make it a priority to either fast your body for 16 hours a day or fast your body for more time than you normally would. And we'll get in my program, I teach people how to gradually get into it so it does not feel like a chore. It's natural. Give your body about 90 days. Don't just start something and in 2 or 3 weeks quit, because I'll tell you, it is hard coming off of sugar and carbohydrate withdrawal. You will feel some things that will make you want to quit. Oftentimes, you may have an underlying condition that wasn't caught before, and it gets you, but you may blame it on what you just did. But honestly, 50 years of eating wrong and neglecting your body in 2 weeks of doing something that is supposed to be productive for your body is oftentimes not the problem. So don't quit too early. If you need to get support, Get a health coach. Pay that little bit of money and get through this time so that you can forever be more healthy. All right? Consistency matters more than intensity. I can't help but think about how often we pray for healing while ignoring some of the wisdom that God has already given us. Stewardship of your body matters. The food that we eat, the rest that we get, the movement in our thoughts matter. Healthy relationships are important, okay? We don't earn healing, but we can partner with wisdom. Friend, if you've been feeling discouraged, having issues in the bedroom, or even trying to have a child, suffering with painful symptoms of PCMOS, perimenopause, or even premenstrual syndromes, please give this a try. You'll be surprised. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not beyond hope. But sometimes what feels like a hormone problem may actually be a metabolic clue. And when we begin addressing the root cause, amazing things can happen. More energy, you have better blood sugar, improved intimacy, renewed hope, stronger relationships, and possibly even getting the baby in the family you've been praying for. Your body is smart, and healing rarely happens overnight. But small choices, repeated consistency, can change the trajectory of your future. So let's partner with the Lord and do the things. Be wise in your health. You are needed in this hour, for the harvest is plentiful and the laborers are few. So thank you for joining me today. Go back and listen to some of the other episodes that may help you in this area of insulin resistance. Getting through this summer together. Don't give up on your health. No health disease takes a break, but with God, all things are possible. I love you, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Alrighty, my friend. If this episode has helped you understand your body a little bit better and helped you have the confidence to make better informed healthcare decisions, share it with someone you know who may be struggling with sugar cravings, brain fog, or fatigue, because they may not even realize that blood sugar could be the reason. And also leave a review because it really helps more people find this. Remember, the goal is to reverse 1 million type 2 diabetes in my lifetime. And as always, I want to remind you the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And some people are fighting every day just to have the health and energy to live their everyday life that they were called to live. So I am praying for your health. I am praying for your strength. And I'll see you in the next episode.